Rice and Beans. I'm on location at the Medieval Torture Museum, and as you see, this thing is already working. Big O and I have a great show lined up for you, and so we're gonna take a look at some hardcore ways to die here. So strap in and check it out.
All right, so welcome back to Rice and Beans, and welcome back, FacesByRachie. How you doing, Big O?
Doing all right. How you doing, Rachie?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Glad to have you
to
back.
be here.
Yeah. Big O was had not joined the cast yet the first time that you came on, because I think you came on pretty early in the show. I think maybe like season 1 or 2. So figure we had a great time last time, so wanted to have you back on. And this episode actually got a lot of cutscenes and a lot of like more like cooler shots, because I got to tag along with her to one of her photo shoots that she did at the Medieval Torture Museum, and so it was a really cool spot, and you got to see the rack, and so we'll let you check out a little bit more. But what did you think? How did that place move you as far as like photo shoots and stuff?
I actually really love the place. They reached out to me a few months ago, and we had been trying to connect, but schedules were so crazy. And then we had some new Vampirella covers that we had to do with Alicia Marie Body, and I was like, let me not fuck this up with my little tongue twister. I'm like, with Alicia Marie Body, who's absolutely incredible, gorgeous, inside and out. And so she is actually Victory for a new character for Dynamite from the Vampirella series. And we had some joint covers we were going to shoot together. And I thought, what better place than this Medieval Torture Museum? They've got skulls, they got all the spooky things, they got victims already set up, ready for us to just feed on, so it's perfect. And if you'd like your own tour, use the code Rachie to save you some monies. But it's super dope, and I do hope to shoot more there. I'm glad you got to see it, and I want more time to like read every single thing, because they have so many cool like weapons, and they're all like actual real weapons and like torture machines. Like we thought, oh, it's all just props, it's all just for fun, and the guy's like, no, be careful, like
it's all real.
The mannequins are fake, but how haunted is this place? Like how many souls have been trapped by all these different devices? It's just kind of crazy.
I'm not rattled by much, but that place creeped the shit out of me. I was like, when you guys would, because I was there with them, with the group, right, with the photo shoot group, and then I would walk away to do like to do our stuff, like what they're gonna see in the next few minutes. But when I would be in like areas by myself and like away from the group, and like it's just creepy. I'm like, you get that feeling somebody's watching you, somebody's standing around the corner, something about to jump out of the out between the between the floorboards and go
It'd be cool to go with like the things that people go on ghost tours with, like all the little like cool tools and stuff, like, and like just see if there's any like spirits lingering, upset at how they died, who want revenge or whatever the case is. I don't know. It might be cool.
You were
it
walking
might
through
also
there like Shaggy?
Right.
Scoop.
Like, I literally cosplay both Velma and Daphne. So like this can work. Can we make this podcast like a live remote podcast in cosplay as the whole mystery gang? It'll be great.
Rivalry.
I feel like you're down as long as we have Scooby snacks. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
I love me Scooby snacks, or as Jay and Silent Bob call them, doobie snacks.
Doobie snacks. So we'll have both. We'll have the doobie snacks first, and then you'll need the Scooby snacks. So that makes sense.
So this episode, as you can tell by the backgrounds, is all about death. I don't know if anybody other than me was a fan of 1,000 Ways to Die back in the day. You know, the late, there we go. Late 90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s. Virtual High, yeah.
Yep.
Virtual High.
So you say late 90s, early 2000s. I actually saw it in the mid 80s when it was on VHS tape. And we watched it as a family, me, my brother, and my mother, eating spaghetti over dinner while we're watching Faces of Death.
No. Not, oh, sorry. I meant not Faces 1,000 Ways to Die, not Faces of Death. I think I misspoke. Yeah, so okay. 1,000 Ways to Die.
which is also good too, and I've
Hell
seen that
yeah.
as well.
Saw that over dinner too.
Well, okay, so let's get this straight. It was spaghetti for the first Faces of Death, and then it was burgers for the second one. I think the third one was grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
That's perfect for that kind of one.
Yeah.
And there were there's just so many deaths and on that show, and then so we started looking, into different deaths that happened, throughout the years, and that are recorded, and so we're looking at some of these, and
Do tell.
and so there were some funny ones, right? There was the couple, the virgin couple that so prudish that having sex gave them a heart attack and they both dropped dead.
Yikes. Mid-coitus.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad way to go. You know what I mean?
I mean, at least you're having fun. You died happy.
Well, they died happy, but then he went soft immediately afterwards. So realistically, he only lasted 2 seconds again.
Oh.
But imagine, all these ways to die. Imagine if you're wearing a Superman outfit going skydiving and you died as you're falling to Earth.
One of the original Superman, it got to him. He actually thought he could fly, and put the costume on and out a window and down. Yep. No, one of the original TV actors that played Superman. Yeah. Out the window because it got to his head. He really thought he could fly.
I love the dedication to the character, though.
Right?
You gotta respect that. He's like, I am Superman. I can fly.
I don't know. It sounds like he needed some psychiatric help, thinking that he was all that in a bag of chips.
I mean, I don't even want to comment. I just feel so bad about this whole situation. I'll keep that comment to ourselves. I'll tell you guys after the show.
We all that in a bag of chips. I was like, it was all about the craft.
I don't know. Might have been about the pickle. We all do it at least once in our life, right?
Pickles?
I don't know. I mean, you think about that, and I mean, you could be on the shitter eating a fried peanut butter and banana sandwich, right?
Oh my god!
You could. Isn't that how
people are eating on the shitter? Is this what's
how
happening?
Elvis died?
Yeah,
no.
I think so. Yeah, that's how he died.
Stop it! No.
Yes. The funny thing about that is that the sound of when the poo hit the water.
Well, that's not the most jaw-dropping way to die if I could talk today, right? Actually, Big O, I think you had one for this. We'll check this clip out, and this was definitely jaw-dropping.
Okay, yeah. So this happened at a concert. Let's share my screen here and enjoy the fun like anybody else. So,
these are my people, man. No.
Hey, look, Mom, on TV.
Oh no.
Fuck.
We'll watch that again in slow motion.
Boom, and lights out.
What concert is this?
Ooh, doggy.
I'm concerned.
Yeah, so I don't know the exact concert. It's a K-pop concert, obviously. So it's in Korea.
You know K-pop, So it's that one.
I'm not going to say it's North Korea and Kim Jong-un was part of this, but hey.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
I hope he survived. We were making light of it, but I really do hope he survived.
I do too. I feel terrible. This is, again, no comment.
Not as terrible as he did.
Maybe not.
Cy got a lot skinnier, didn't he?
It doesn't hurt so much here or here, but right here.
No.
Things like that could be just a headache. You know how they do.
You know how they do. You know how they do.
Now imagine if it was a big CRT TV like in the mid-90s when they made them 55, 60
Yeah,
inches.
right?
The whole band
That would be a
have died.
real freaking issue. That thing weighs more than me. That's crazy.
It would have crushed the whole band.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Could you believe I got a 50-inch CRT in the back of a Hyundai Accent with the hatchback?
Holy shit.
Lifted it up myself, put it in myself, took it out myself, and got it in the house at an angle by myself.
Okay. Look at you.
Oh, hell.
Well, I was a lot stronger back then. I'm old now.
We've been talking about that all day. The age factor.
Yeah.
Ooh. And
Can't
just
hit
like
it
the
quite as hard as we
difference.
used to. Yeah.
The difference, the bounce back, the difference. Just
The lack of bounce back.
the lack of bounce back. That's what it really is.
The problems with peeing, what? No, me only? Shut up. Come on.
Just you.
Bro, anyone?
Anyone?
No,
Table for
no
two?
pee partners in this? No? Okay. All right. I guess not.
Hey, look, a yellow snowball and a couple little drops. Oh, what the hell's going on here? Now there's a line.
Now there's a line. Oh,
Someone's got prostate issues.
yeesh.
Well, so the museum was super cool,
So
and so
cool.
we're gonna go ahead and check out a clip, and we'll see some of the people that I met there.
Who are the people in our neighborhood?
Exactly.
In the neighborhood.
How's it going, sir? Thank you for interviewing with us. How's it going today? See anything extra special? Anything you like? Nothing? Not much words.
Not everybody was that up for conversation and talking. There was like one lady there. I felt kind of just like,
What's up, guys? And I won't say our next guest is old, but when she started giving roadhead, it was still considered sucking dick on horseback. Madam, welcome to the show. Not much for words. And you can see why. For those of you that don't know, this is called the Spanish horse, and it was used to punish witches. They would straddle them to this wooden horse and then strap weights to their legs. And they would just keep strapping more and more and more weights on until it pulled them into halves.
fuck. I mean,
Hello, puppet.
like, jeez.
I mean, there's lots of vaginas and assholes back then, but to make a huge vagina, yikes.
Yeah, no, a lot of these things are like extremely just like reading about it and like seeing how it all happened. You're like, people were legit inclined to do this with no real reason. Like, this woman's a witch. Snap her in two by the vagina. Like, this person's lying. They're a thief. What proof do you have? Doesn't matter. Drown them with spikes and put spiders in their mouth. And you're like, people were just out here doing whatever they want. And they're like, no, but it's fine because it's a witch. How do you know it's a witch? Witch! And it's just like crazy. I'd be dead for sure. I'd be done. The nails, the cute t-shirt, the Jad W t-shirt, the fucking orange hair, the fact that I can't not have a conversation without using the F word 90 times. I pee too much. It's just, you're witch. She's a witch. Burn her. She's a witch.
You wouldn't be considered a witch for those things, but if you floated like an apple, like Monty Python says, then you're a witch.
I would love to float.
Yeah, me too.
We all float here. I feel like I'm missing the joke.
I'm generally floating here.
I'm generally floating. I haven't
There's
watched
a-
Monty Python in like
Yeah, there's a scene where
minute.
they talk about witches, and they're so stupid that any little thing that the people do, they claim as a witch.
yeah.
Oh, well the apple's bobbing. It's a witch.
Yeah. No, that's what they would do. And you're like reading
Yeah.
these stories and they have no real reason. And it's like all of these people are joined together doing way worse than anything that the person they're actually prosecuting has ever done. And you're like, and this is allowed. This is like a norm. Like I'm so glad that I'm not saying today is perfect because we all know it's not. But like
Just
at least
wait till
I'm
we
not
get to
getting...
the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh, okay. I'll wait. I'll be patient.
What a show.
The Inquisition.
Yeah, I think every time I hear the Spanish Inquisition, my brain does this magical thing where it immediately flashes to Mel Brooks's History of the World, where he's the
That's a good
Inquisition.
Yeah, but Monty Python also did a Spanish Inquisition as well, and theirs is pretty good too.
I'm literally Dory is a human, and I haven't watched any Monty Python in like over a decade. So I like got to get back on that train. Thank you for the reminder.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And it was good stuff. I liked it. I mean, it was
No,
like...
it's definitely funny. It's definitely good entertainment. I just like I don't I saw some of it, but I don't remember. You know, I don't retain any of it.
So, I've watched a couple of medieval history shows, and they talk about draw and quarter, and people don't understand how bad it really was and the things that they used to do to torture people.
Yeah.
And all for not just to be a witch, just for, blights against God and humanity. They would draw and quarter people for tyranny against the king, against the crown.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Even if the king was bad, even if you should be against the king, it's like...
Right. And it wasn't just about being drawn, which was tying your all four limbs, to a rope, and then the horse is pulling you slowly and then turn into a gallop. But it was also about quartering you by ripping out each appendage and then putting you on a rack on a wall and then filleting you open so you could view the world while you just lay there dying.
Yeah, but also making an example out of you. Just being like, oh, look, this is what happens if you don't agree with me. You want to die? Yeah. You want to die too? Like, listen, do what I say.
That was the old.
Is that what I need to start doing? Just listen.
Do that. Yeah, do that. Go old school with it. Get medieval on him.
We got 2023. We get medieval on him. That's.
Come back! I'm not done yet. I still got a head. Oh, come back here.
Give me your tongue. They did. They had that. You saw the tongue.
Yeah, I did. Oh, they had other torture devices too. But since I'll tell you about that in a minute.
They pulled the tongue out with kind of like your little cooking barbecue.
Oh yeah, the tongs.
The tongs.
The tongue looseners.
Pull the tongue tongs. Yeah, so bad, and just rip it right out. I can't fathom. And the other one that you didn't get video of that really freaked me out is putting a rat here and putting the cage.
Yeah, when they made the rats.
That's a classic.
Through them.
Oh.
They put a little heat on the tin above it and make it burrow through.
Scratch through.
Yeah.
That in that tongue depressor, I had to go for a dentist appointment. They had to use one of those.
Stop.
I don't know why.
I don't know why. I get super. I shouldn't say it. I get super gag reflex. So when I go to the thing, I don't let them use the depressor. I'm like, I can do it. I can do it on my own. I don't need help. But I know I'm opening myself for so many jokes, so I should have just zipped it.
No, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to respect the room.
Low hanging fruit. You. We have class around here.
You don't say it either. I need to start thinking before I speak. I'm like, hey guys, I have something to share. Guess what? And I'm like, oh fuck.
It's not a tongue depressor, but it's a never mind.
Yeah, right. Look what I can do. Well.
Well, speaking of the rack, right? Okay, so drawing and quartering, right? They had the opposite. They had the opposite thing there. Okay, so there was this. The reason they came up with it, there was actually a prisoner that was 6'7". The rack was only built for people that were up to 5'11". So they're pulling and pulling.
How tall are you?
6'3". So another 4 inches taller than me, and so they're not stretching shit. It's not doing anything, and he's just laying there laughing.
He's mocking them, pretty much.
So the engineer was like, "Okay, fuck you. We're gonna laugh now. Okay, here's what we're gonna do." And so then they make this thing.
Interesting story behind this one. The guy was too big to stretch on a rack. So the executioner and the engineer of this thing made it so that it would go the opposite way, and it actually crushed the dude. So he wasn't getting out of any executions, and wasn't, well, as you can see, wasn't going to stay the same size.
So that one, I was like, whoa, okay. Executioner fucking both fingers rose and...
So mechanical engineers back in those days were like electrical engineers nowadays. That's stupid. Because I would have just cut off the arms at the elbows, cut off the legs at the knees, and then he would have been the perfect height to stretch.
He's got a whole action plan. He's like, I know how to get around this. That's the frightening part. He's like, these people, if they only knew that they could just...
lop off a little bit here to extend a little bit there.
Medieval problems require modern solutions.
Oh my god.
See a need, fill a need.
I feel like people were literally just getting lit, like seeing who could outdo the next person. Like, oh, you think that's bad? But wait, I got you. I got
Wait a
something
minute,
way worse
right?
than that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that the Europeans were like, hold my beer and watch this?
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
Hold my ale.
Yeah. Hold my ale. Yeah. So bad.
Fredrickson, hold my ale, watch what I do here. Thou shalt be stretched beyond compensation.
Yeah.
Right? And not only that, right? But they would do other shit, like fucked up shit. Like they would like putting their shit on blast.
So it looks like I'm at the world's best glory hole waiting for one hell of a hand job. But that's not quite it. Unfortunately, this is how thieves got repaid for stealing. I like the glory hole idea.
Yeah, they would put your shit on display, would chop your hand off and put your shit on display, and like for stealing.
For
I got good news for you, though.
Huh?
Yeah, you're absolutely right for stealing. And I got great news for you. They still do it in the Middle East.
Oh, that's right. That's
they
right.
really?
They also
Yeah.
do the stoning shit too.
And guess which hand they chop off? It's a particular hand for a particular reason. If you get caught stealing, it's your left hand, because normally that's the hand you wipe with. You shake with your right hand. So if your left hand's cut off and you can't wipe with your left hand, you can only wipe with your right hand, and that's your shake hand. And so if you only have one hand and you try to shake with your right hand, it's everybody just
Nobody
walks
wants to
away
shake
from
your
it.
hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because
Do
it's
you
a bit
not-
shitty.
Do you not wipe with the hand that you shake?
Oh
with?
no, I use my tongue.
All right, cool. Are you available for like on-the-go services?
I'm available for birthday parties, mitzvahs, and weddings.
Wonderful. Good to know. What about conventions? I got a lot
Yes.
of conventions coming up. Cool.
We're gonna be on tour.
On tour. We got a tour bus.
We're starting with the Staples Center, and we're gonna work our way to the East Coast.
Yeah.
But we don't have
To
the
the
tongue
Middle East.
tongs, but we do have salad tongs.
Well,
The tongue loosener is like in Robin Hood Men in Tights.
I mean-
another good one.
Yeah, exactly. But you gotta toss salad somehow.
You gotta toss the salads.
Oh my god! And what would a salad be without some good barbecue to go along with it? Then check this one
He's
out.
like-
Yeah.
Good
Smell that, Bill? Smells like somebody died. Actually, this is called a gridiron, not the football kind. This is the hardcore torture device. They strapped you to it, and they lit a fire underneath, and they left you enough slack where you could still move around, but you weren't able to stand up or get out of it. That's going to leave a mark.
Could you imagine barbecuing? Like actually barbecuing, and the
Cannot.
fucked up part is it wasn't a big fire. It was like a smaller fire.
Slow
you
burning.
had to
Yeah.
like sit there and cook, and they gave you slack, right? Like they showed there was other pictures up on the wall, and it showed how much slack was given. It was like enough to like move off of the bed part, but not enough to get up or like move. And
They want you to have hope. They want to see you struggle. They want to see your optimism, and then they want to see your hope die. They're like,
Once
yeah.
again, we go back to Alabama days. Slow and low.
Paula Dean would be proud.
Hey, we are long pig for a reason. Now imagine you're on that rack and you're getting all queasy and you got the hot snakes and the bubble guts and you let one slip out. Now you got a flame going up in you.
Oh
my God! Yeah.
How much of a worse way to die could there be?
Hey,
You
Bill,
died by
hey, Bill.
farts.
Well, I would
Bill.
say. Go ahead.
Bill watcheth thee.
But that's the thing. Like, more so, you're already getting tortured. It's already terrible. You probably don't even have a valid reason. But the worst part on top of that is they just let crowds sit here and heckle you and throw stuff at you and talk shit to you and just like throw things and like you're like, so the humiliation probably takes a little bit more precedence than the actual pain because you're out here just being treated like less than a human at this point. It's
Yeah,
just-
but think about the brisket. Oh,
I do love some brisket. I come from the Midwest, so like, sign me
Yeah,
up.
what's up then?
You know, if we got
I
like,
prefer tri-tip.
I love the tri-tip. We have all. Nope. I already know. You stop. Nope.
It's like a walking setup. I love it.
But just a tip.
No longer saying anything for the rest of the show. I'm just
Cookie, that's
observing.
Cookie's favorite game. Tri-tip.
Yes.
Tip.
And ask him. He'll tell you.
It's a good game. I do love Cookie.
And no, no, you're right. And I don't know if you noticed that front area where the rack was, where I was at the beginning of the show. Mm-hmm. They had shit hanging on. Those are metal strap-ons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I saw all of that. But you go ahead.
We'll have for the video audience, the YouTube audience, we have a scene at the end where we'll show the things that I saw at the museum, these different torture devices. There was one that was inserted vaginally or rectally, and then you would just split it open, and it was like an egg, and it had handles, and you up and out.
That was probably the most for a woman, for a female, and I know it could go up your booty holes. These boys be scared too, but for me, going through all of the torture devices, when I came to that wall and I saw, because there were things with spikes, things in different shapes, things that split open, and I was like, oh no, this is the worst spot right here. This is the worst thing I could ever imagine.
I don't know about that. I think what's worse than that is a cold speculum. Just my thought. I mean, I never had one in my butt, but I wouldn't want a cold one in there.
No? Would you like to get split open with this freaking, what would you call this thing?
I don't know. BDSM. It costs about $100 extra.
That's true. It is a service. There's a fetish. We're not fetish shaming here.
That's right.
No kink shaming. Live your life. We're proud of you.
If the museum ever wanted to just change concept, all they got to do is put masks, break out the leather, and put them on. Yeah.
And the freak.
Put a scene on from Pulp Fiction.
Exactly.
The gimp
whips.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Or American Horror Story. That reminds me of that. Ooh.
One of the freakiest and coolest things I saw at the museum was the manager was walking around doing his
super awesome. It's super cool,
definitely.
Shout out to you. You're amazing.
Yeah, dude was dope, and we might actually be doing a show from there next time Big O is in town. We did get invited to film an episode there, so if we do get to film a follow-up for this one, it's gonna be great, and we're gonna do it all live. You can come with us and join in all the hilarity, and
I would love to.
Hell yeah!
Anytime I can go.
If that's the case, then I'm gonna wear these Smoky Smoke Shop pasties so you don't see my nipples.
Yes.
Please do. Because America's not offended about, as Miley Cyrus says, America's not offended about boobs as long as you cover your nipples. So you got stickers for your nipples, you're fine. She went on, I think it was Jimmy Fallon, with just pasties and a cute little overcoat. She's like, America has nothing wrong with boobs. I can show my boobs all I want. As long as I cover my nipples, it's fine. It's appropriate. Being a little rave baby, I'm like, yes, girl, get it.
But moobs, we have to take sequentially at certain levels. They can't be just floppy. They have to be a certain level. Otherwise, the dude's just ugly.
Otherwise
the dude's just ugly.
Yeah.
Well, moobs with an M, right? Man boobs.
Moobs. You know what? We love all bodies. We love all shapes. We all love all sizes. Every boob is allowed. Just you gotta cover it up with a sticker. It can't show those nipples, or else America gets mad.
So on that thought, I was thinking, the worst way to die, or it would be dumbest way to die, but it would be funny and stupidest way would be dress up like a clown at a Juggalo concert. Yeah, I think that's the stupidest way to die. What about you? What do you think, Jess?
That would be a rough way to go. I'm not gonna lie.
I think Cookie would like to do that.
Oh
yeah,
my
you know
gosh.
what, right? He's always up for a challenge. I bet he would double down. We should probably make this one of the would you rather questions. Would you rather have the bloody eagle or die at a Juggalo at a...
I don't know. The Juggalo concert would be more entertaining, but I could fly like an eagle, with the back open. So I might do a Superman.
So talking about hardcore ways to die, this is called the bloody eagle. The person's back was cut open, The ribs were split, the skin was moved to the side, and the lungs were extracted out the back, making the victim look like a bloody eagle. If you ask me, that's pretty hardcore.
Wow, the new Ant-Man is coming out looks fucking lit.
Paul Rudd is really getting into that role.
Man, the wasp just flying around like that in a medieval time. Perfect.
That is dedication. And you know what? He's still going to hit Conan with the Mac and Me when he goes on to introduce the new segment.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love it. I feel like, that's definitely a thing. That's awesome.
You should do that every time you go to release, like you release something and you go on a show. You're like, I got a clip for you.
I need it. We need to find a good clip. You guys can help me because you guys are way more creative than I am.
The eagle.
The eagle.
The eagle. The spread eagle.
Sweet.
Sweet. Dude. Sweet.
So, So aside from the Torture Museum, I know you did a couple of looks there. What else do you have going on lately?
So we did like those Vampirella victory covers for Dynamite Comics, like I told you.
Which are hot.
Alicia. Oh, thank you! I'm so glad you like them. Yeah, it was my second time working with Alicia Marie Body, and she's, like I said, absolutely hot. She's obviously hot, but also just like so beautiful inside and out. And I feel like it's so like cliche, but like really is when you meet this person, you're like, she's otherworldly gorgeous in person, and then she's just like super nice, no chip on her shoulder, even with all of her experience and all of her followers and all of her networking and this and that. She's just like so humble, so sweet, so cool, and you're just like, where did you come from? Because we're in California and people like that are really, really hard to find. No hate on California. We love California. But also, let's be real. I'm from Chicago. Let's be real. Like, people like that are really hard to find. And so I just have to shout her out for being, like, absolutely the perfect being. I'm like, who are you? Where did you come from? Are there more? So we did those covers. And I think that's going to be a run of 5 or 6. And you've already seen some of the sneak peeks, and I can send them to you, and you can link them to this if you want, or whatever you guys want to do. Yeah. And then my OnlyFans has obviously seen the sneak peeks. Hey, holla holla. But also
links in the bio,
right? Like, click the link in the bio. But also, we shot a couple more looks. My friends are actually Derek Easley Entertainment and Megan and Alejandro was there to help us, and I have all of their like official tags on my Instagram, which is FacesByRachie, RACHIE. But they're working on they do a lot of films, a lot of fun, campy horror films, like the stuff that like we're into, and like sci-fi, and like just like the cool, fun, like horror stuff. And so the newest thing that they're working on, and I didn't even get permission, so I probably shouldn't even be talking about it, but here we go. It's called, I know, I'm like, I'll just play the dumb blonde card because I'm working my way back to blonde. So it's called Pancake Man.
Wow.
And if you can compare it to something, do you remember the movie Falling Down, like way back in the day? I'm aging myself. But
Michael Douglas Falling Down?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, like, it's kind of like that aspect where it's like he's just having a really shit day, like my day today, like as you can attest to. He's just having a really shit day, and all he wants is his freaking pancakes and some maple syrup, and then he, like, finally goes to order it, and it's, like, after breakfast, he can't get it. And that's the last straw. He can't do it no more. Like, done. Everyone's done. Sorry, I'm hitting things. I'm mad. I'm obviously upset about this. So, I don't know the whole premise because they just gave me a quick recap, and I wasn't originally a part of this, but they're like, hey, do you want to be a part of the movie? And we're going to have a call on Sunday. But I have some pretty cool photos, promo shots that we took, and there's like shadows where like the fork is like giving the whole like Shadow get like the killer's obviously nearby, and I'm here with like my pancake mix and my syrup. It's so campy. So if you love the cheese and you love the like final girl, like all of that craziness, like you'll definitely enjoy it. And they have so much behind their belts, and we're actually working on several projects with them this year. So far, we're doing a Vampirella short film. It's an origin story. So I've been on the cover for all of the year one Vampirella Dynamite Comics covers. And so it kind of goes from like her whole origin story, showing like when her planet was just so Draculon is just like beautiful and it's thriving and it's this and it's that, to where it's like dead, and then like her crashing onto Earth and this whole story. So I won't do all the spoilers because I talk too much, so I'll stop right now before I ruin it all. But we have released a couple trailers on the sites that I mentioned. Check FacesByRachie, Deadshot Photo, Derek Easley Entertainment to see more. And then we'll have a Kickstarter for that soon. We also have a hack slash. So again, if you're in the horror scene, hack slash Tim Seeley, he's super dope. I did a couple images for him last year for his hardcover. That's coming out soon. And now we are going to do a short film based on the character with kind of like a supernatural feel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So like if you're into like, you know, Buffy or Supernatural and that whole kind of just like the ghouls, the goblins, the like, it's always obviously a little campy, a little cheesy, and always just super fun. A lot of blood, a lot of demons, ghouls, goblins, blah, blah, blah. So that'll be super cool. And me being like 50% goth princess, 50% Disney princess. It's like a great way for me to just like get all my fishnet and my like swinging bats and like all my crazy little hot topic aggression out. So that'll be fun. So we're doing the Vampirella, we're doing the hack slash, and then we're doing our very own new vampire character because I'm obsessed with vampires and I just can't get enough. I think I literally am on like 6 different publications as a vampire for different companies.
Nice.
But like, it's never enough. More. So let's make another one, right?
Right.
And this one, I'll actually pull it up. I don't know if you can even see it, but you have the link. Mm-hmm. Her name is Vampiress Valentina Valeria. You want to make it?
Yeah.
You have big arms.
We'll go ahead and check this out. And the magic of recording. Bam. There we go.
Bam.
And now it's up on the screen.
In your face.
How you like that one, huh?
In your face.
Now that's a budget.
And again, it's still shot at the Medieval Torture Museum because they have so many cool spots with like skulls and like cells and like victims and all that stuff. So it's the perfect setting for so many of our projects since we're all about like horror and vampires and all the things. So we'll have the links for our new character and our new series with fan film and comics, as well as all of the Vampirella and Victory stuff, as well as hack slash. So we've got a lot of fun things in store for you. He'll hook it up. He'll make the magic happen. So definitely tune in, follow, love, subscribe, all the things.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, I'm so
No, we are.
I'm like, I have a lot going on. You want to hear more? This is just a fraction. Let's go. How much time you got? I got like 90
Fans
other
only.
things. Fans only. Also, can we just shout out, like, while we're talking about all the horror things, Jad Dovey for this dope shirt, and he does men and women, and I wore this shirt for a freaking
very
reason.
cosmopolitan.
How very cosmopolitan. His old account got shut down.
And so does he make clothes for men and women too?
Men and women. Hey, you know what? You want to fight me? You want to die today? A million ways to
medieval
die?
fight.
A million ways
That
to
would
die?
be the perfect ending for this show, right?
Is this how you want to die? A million ways to die, and this is how. He wants to talk some shit to FacesByRachie at the end of the show.
1,001 death, 1,001. Podcast.
The eagle. Oh.
Death
Like,
by
I need
podcast.
It's not
Like
glass.
the movie Waiting,
It's just
instead of the
glass.
goat, it's the eagle. but
Yeah.
That's my boy.
All right. And this has been awesome. Thank you so much for coming back and sitting in with us. It's been a
yes.
pleasure. We had a great time. I hope you come back soon. Can't wait to see a lot of the stuff that all the links are going to be in the episode. We're going to go ahead and put whatever you guys didn't see up on the screen. We'll go ahead and share it. Stick around after we roll the credits. We are going to give you a little glimpse of the Torture Museum, and it's in Hollywood. So if you have a chance, go check it out. Super awesome, really cool place. Lots and lots of stuff to see.
And use the code Rachie.
And remember, everyone, you aren't special because of your opinion. You aren't pretty because of your makeup. We accept you because of you and only you. So don't be so serious and enjoy some time with Rice and Beans Podcast.